Yeah, so yes, that definitely happened. Again, I find myself, I think it's the third time that I've had to pick my words as carefully and diplomatically as possible, and I'm gonna say I crushed it. Next time
Well,
you
I
need
guess...
something to be diplomatically talked about, you can just ask me, and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, is this thing an Adderall? Because I'm about to crush it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. So going into game number 1, these two players, there's going to be a lot of really weird situations, I think, just because of how often these two play with each other.
Yeah, definitely quite a lot, both in terms of competitive stuff and just over online session stuff, kind of stuff.
Yep. Being friends in real life will kind of do that too.
I think it's going to be a matchup of Icychains is going to try to go in, surprise, surprise, and it's going to be a matter of if Enders is able to kind of calm it down, but then that radically changes depending on who is in Soul Charge and not.
Yeah, both characters have incredibly powerful soul charges, but the one advantage of Devante is he's definitely a stronger character outside of it.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter if it grows in your face and you're not able to figure out what he's doing, though. So he's able to figure out what he's doing now, and ends up getting basically full life. Ooh, nice on the Wall Rising A. Shades of Xander. Definitely a good choice when you know that the opponent has a panic button that is a high, but it tracks down.
Yeah, and Bro's block punishment isn't really that great either, so even if he does get blocked and he's going to eat like a BB, that's not that bad.
No.
Maybe Lightning Flash, I guess, but it depends on how. It's really, really hard to do against Wall Rising A.
Yeah, although Wall Rising A, that would have been tough. He's not necessarily going to be thinking... Oh, Icychains.
I like it. And that's one of those Icychains moments of like, why'd you do that? It's like, I'm sorry for it.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, it is like a low that has an extra part to the string, and so it's definitely pretty strong in like this kind of a context. And speaking of strong in this kind of a context, the context is we're playing Soul Calibur VI, and Cervantes is in Soul Charge.
He is. Okay, first flashing on the reversal ledge. He's going to get Icychains. Going to deal a decent amount of damage. You can see the soul attack.
That is not. He wanted a soul attack, and that is gigantically. So let's see if this is going to do a massive amount of damage in Soul Charge and in Guts. Not going to tie it up, but basically going to take half of his remaining life away, plus the chip.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna pop the Soul Charge. Gonna try and keep the plus frames. Wow.
All right, the teabag. No.
No. Okay, just the stand stare. But yeah, definitely that's a very, very a weird choice of button, you would think. But Icychains is kind of that's kind of how he lives, right? He'll just be like, this seems like a great option to do, and the move was evasive enough to avoid the hit from Cervantes and scoot around.
It sort of made sense for two reasons to me. For one, due to the spacing, it's not like he was necessarily relying on the low hit of the second part of the string. He was relying on the concept that the kick was going to catch the step, which is what happened. And the second reason why it made sense is he did that without Soul Charge earlier on in the game, and it worked then too. Exact same kind of spacing, exact same kind of like being on the side of the stage. He was at the wall rather than the ring edge at that point, but it was the exact same kind of setup.
Yeah, but speaking of exact same, both these players with the exact same color coordination.
I mean, that makes sense. They're both American.
These are their team colors.
Their team colors are just the American flag. I like
Correct,
it.
yes.
Have you seen their
I heard about
logo?
this from Enders. It's official.
Yes, it is. Have you seen their team logo? It's like Americat with like as the Statue of Liberty.
I feel like that's kind of the insinuation is a bit insulting. Like and this is like the only sports thing I know in my entire life. It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys saying that they're America's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got all these other teams that are, you know,
in a league that's only
from America. Yeah.
A league that's only American teams.
Yeah. It's like if Enders had said that he is the Cervantes of Soul Calibur VI.
Yeah, the only one that picks them.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sway plus B's though coming. That's a fantastic move from Cervantes. It's safe on block, lethal hits, knocks down the opponent on normal hits, great move all the way around.
Yeah, looks like Enders might be having a little bit of an issue trying to block the 4-4 KA, even though he's trying to space it appropriately. So he's going to trade bar for bar. I do appreciate this, because he does have... Well, okay. Blocks the string. That's not going to be punishable. Oh
One
man,
AK.
the best Evo 2020 setup, if we want to call it that, that you could have asked for. So let's change that around.
Just block slightly negative moves, and then do 1 AK.
1 AK, bro.
Yeah, it's a real setup.
It's an Evo 2020 setup. That doesn't mean real. That doesn't mean fake. It means Evo 2020 setup. Trying to ring him out, and he does. And yeah.
Yeah, got counter hit. Maybe he tried to do a GI on the string, but maybe got a miss into it. Not sure what happened there.
Or he just wanted to take the bet that he wasn't going to complete the string and try to use that to sidestep out. Either way, Ender's in a pretty bad situation at the moment due to the fact that it's got guard damage. Grove definitely not having a tough time doing guard damage. You can definitely tell that's what he's trying. Oh, that's going to be the ring out. So, or it's not, and I was wrong.
Mistimed the IGR there, so it's
Yeah, it might be a bit of a connection issues going on, but what I was going to say is that Icychains definitely being very ambitious with the, and he ends up getting the guard damage hit off of the first 660, but it doesn't matter, and I guess that's the game.
it is, and that was a very convincing set from Icychains.
Yeah, definitely a lot of success with the 4-4 KAs, not really all that much success from Enders being able to tone down the pressure that Icychains was having, especially in Soul Charge, and then especially